Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera
Waalaikumsalam.
untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, dan salam kebajikan. I like the last word that Pak Seno mentioned. Before the disaster is gone, we need to ask ourselves, are we really going to back to the old habits? Ini betul-betul suatu yang sangat menggugah kita semuanya. Dari pertanyaan yang terakhir disampaikan juga. Nah, saya akan teruskan dalam bahasa Inggris dalam hal ini. So, saya pertama kali juga mengucapkan terima kasih. I'm so delighted when the BPPI, Badan Pelestarian Pustaka Indonesia, to Mbak Katrini contact me to participate and give a closing remarks in this one monumental day, the World Heritage Day. And I was asking Mbak Katrini, why making close remarks? I would be honored to be participant only, to listen and to learn from Pak Seno, from Mbak Sita, and other experts. But I'm really honored to take a part of this event. And anyway, I'm fully aware the meaning of World Heritage Day. This must be replicated during this event today. And I think after hearing from Pak Seno, it makes my job is much more easier. Well, you know that this afternoon, Pak Sita mentioned about the shared heritage and cultural landscape. And the session successfully described how and what conservation of shared heritage should be carried out and what are the things needed and how to involve it. And I think this is also related to some words that you just mentioned, that we have to make the heritage also meaningful. I give 2 examples. The first is when I accompany Pak Eka Budianta, one of our speakers today, in Lebanon. Thank you, Pak Ebu Katrini, just mentioning my involvement on that issue. It was in 2009, 11 years ago, and the chairman of BPPI, Pak Dr. Suprianto, sent the memorandum of understanding with Dr. Antoine Khoury from Gibran National Committee, and they worked very, very closely on how to make not only recollection of thinking from greater philosopher Khalil Gibran, how to manifest it, how to inspire others, and this is what we like. And as we have already aware of, Mbak Sita, Khalil Gibran's writing has been translated into more than 50 languages. And his book has been cited as inspiration by the Beatles, by John F. Kennedy, by Indira Gandhi. And I would like to express my appreciation to Pak Haryo Sasongko and Putri for performing 2 Beatles songs. I was very touched on that. And what makes Khalil Gibran writing is so special, because anyone reading his work can relate and feel like the speaker is addressing them personally. And Pak Eka Budianto also mentioned that Gibran's book has already translated in Bahasa Indonesia, around 24 books. So this is not small, this is big and very, very meaningful. And now regarding Indonesia, I'm going to mention that, you know, whenever we discuss about culture, then we realize we have Prambanan, we have Borobudur, we have other things. But to dig deeper, I believe that we as a nation become the example of other nations because of the character of our society, the relation between people, and more importantly, of Indonesian values, which among others promoting mutual assistance, mutual love, and tolerance. You see the text, you see the lyrics from the Beatles also. Everything dealing with love each other, the peaceful friendship, cooperation. And I agree with Pak Seno mentioned civilization. Supposed to be that. Now I'm talking a little bit about Sweden. I think these values from Indonesia, you know, we have a big, I'm so proud that Indonesia have more than 700 different languages and 300 different ethnic groups. I see in Sweden, one of the most northern countries in the world, thousands of miles away from Indonesia, there also resembles in value of life with Indonesia, if we may heard the word logom, the true spirit of Swedish way of life. Logom is in short meaning about is a living just that, not excessive life. And we may say that Swedish is not looking about life and weight in terms of money or profit, but they see human as human. Resembles in what in bahasa Indonesia, memanusiakan manusia. So whenever you heard about the commitment on the climate change, about local wisdom, about geographical integration, I think this, you have to relate also with the Swedish or Nordic value. So I'm so pleased to mention Ibu Sita, if I may, you introduce your thought on batik. We have had the opportunity to collaborate with Mbak Sita in Stockholm and Latvia. In May 2018, Mbak Sita and the group had batik workshop and performances as a part of ongoing to introduce treasures from Indonesia to Northern Europe. And Ibu Sita mentioned very, very eloquently that Indonesia and batik are inextricably linked. And the latter is an integral part of the Indonesian culture. So although just a name, batik evokes deep emotion and local wisdom. So this is more or less that I'm going to say, but I'm going to mention that, the real value if when you share with others. And I mentioned that during this endemic situation, the Sweden, these companies are helping also Indonesia from the surgical mask to the digital and remote assistance to the patient of COVID-19. And it is surely a testament of resemblance of values of life between countries. And I think it's not only Sweden, but also other nations. So, and this kind of relation between countries should also be cherished as one of the world heritage. And last but not least, I'm going to cite this statement made by my Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ibu Retno Marsudi. She once again called for international communities to join hands in the face of deadly novel coronavirus pandemic, which has now infected more than 2 million people worldwide, particularly in addressing global shortage of medical supply. So I hope that this monumental day of celebration of the World Heritage Day, we could cope this hard time by together, hand in hand, prevail as a humanity and as a member of people in the world. Then it is very important for us to learn from the experience of others, the best practices, and even the shortcomings. And on this event, I also mentioned, this is the wording coming from Ibu Katrin. You mentioned that this event will not make us weaker or smaller. I agree. We have to make this one stronger and bigger. Thank you very much once again for the opportunity. Terima kasih banyak. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.